The term generational talent gets thrown around too loosely in the modern NBA. However, Victor Wembanyama is one of the few players throughout the history of the game to rightfully earn that title. I mean, seriously, how many rookies do you know that could do this?
Is off. Wembanyama goes right by Durant.
Or this.
He just blocked his second three of the night, and then we'll just hammer that.
He did exactly what everyone expected and more. To understand the hype behind Victor Wembanyama, just listen to what one of the most physically gifted superstars ever in Giannis Antetokounmpo had to say about him.
Okay, my friend, you will be in the league when this kid comes. You have to get ready, eh? Because if you're not ready, this kid's gonna be...
He's a problem, huh?
Problem.
You saw him like he's a...
When I say, problem, a big problem. I've never seen this before in my life.
It's crazy.
I saw him up close. He was in the same team with my brother,
okay.
Kostas. He's taller than Rudy Gobert.
Wow.
He's taller than Rudy Gobert, but he can block shot like Rudy, but shoot like KD.
Yeah, whenever you can make the Greek freak of all people talk about you like that, you know you're special. However, even special players have their slumps and difficult learning curves, which is exactly what Wembanyama is going through. For starters, his three-point shooting has been horrendous. He's been hovering around 27% on a little over 5 attempts per game. So maybe when Giannis said Victor could shoot like KD, he wasn't referring to the KD we all know and love today. Maybe he was referring to rookie KD, who also shot around 27 to 28%. Now, will this shooting slump last? Well, only time will tell, but when the shots are off by this much, it gets even harder to answer that question.
On the possession for the Spurs, Victor launches a three. Sohan doing a lot of dribbling. Wembanyama has to pull, missed it badly, out to McDermott.
But okay, like we just mentioned, rookie Kevin Durant also shot awful from 3 in his rookie season. However, it's important to note that KD barely even attempted threes in his rookie campaign, only attempting 2.6 per game. Anyways, back to Victor. One pattern I'm seeing in his three-point shot is that most of his misses are strongly hitting in the back of the rim.
Kick out, Champagny. Victor on its way for 3. Wembanyama stop and pop. One more as you go. And for the most part, players have adjusted. As Wembanyama, a little tough turnaround, no.
Though he has pretty solid touch on the inside, it just hasn't translated much out on the perimeter. He's one of the biggest reasons why the Spurs are ranked within the mid-20s in three-point percentage. Neither he, Trey Jones, Zach Collins, or Malaki Branham can cash in their shots from deep. Weirdly enough, Jeremy Sohan, who shot 24% last season, has been shooting significantly better than all 3 of them. Victor's offensive struggles don't stop at three-point shooting. His overall shot selection has been questionable to say the least. All of his shots, no matter who's guarding him, are fadeaways. And I don't care how tall you are, unless you're Kobe or MJ, that isn't a good shot to shoot consistently. For example, look at these 3 possessions and you'll see why his efficiency from the field looks the way it does.
Taking away the first move there. Pacers 15 of 25 from 3. Wembanyama. Players have adjusted as Wembanyama, a little tough turnaround, no good.
These are the types of shots that look great when they go in, but when they don't, it can get hard to watch. However, in a way, this could benefit him. I would much rather he take these types of shots now on a team that has absolutely no chance of making the playoffs, because let's face it, this type of shot selection from him probably won't go away anytime soon. This is just his play style, and if you really think about it, the best scorers in the NBA take these shots on a consistent basis. The only difference is they make them at an acceptable rate. For example, watch this possession here from Kevin Durant. This is a very bad shot for literally anyone else not named KD.
Wembanyama takes a swipe. Clock ticks to 2. The shot clock. Durant up and over.
So while his shot selection is pretty bad, it will smooth itself out over time. My biggest concern with him is his turnovers. He's averaging 3.5 turnovers per game, which is not ideal given that he's not even a point guard or the primary ball handler. One major cause for these turnovers is his lackluster awareness at times, like on these two possessions in the same game.
That was one of the keys to their success last year, getting to the free throw line. Randall the steal on the double team. And then Hawkins, third in the league in three-point makes. They had two disastrous games.
As of now, he's averaging more turnovers than assists, which is actually pretty hard to do in the NBA. However, he's obviously just a rookie, and it'll take some time before he can fully adjust to the speed of the game on both ends of the floor. Speaking of both ends, while Wemby has been pretty good defensively, the Spurs still have one of the worst defenses in all of basketball, allowing 123 points per game. Now, sure, this isn't all on Wembanyama. I just thought I'd point that out. All in all, it's not common for rookies to play at a borderline all-star level, so we should just sweep this all under the rug for now, right? Well, that would be the case if there wasn't another rookie 7-footer in Oklahoma City dominating the game as we speak. Since before the season even started, these two have been compared for obvious reasons. But as of now, there is no comparison. Chet is simply better. For starters, he's a much better shooter from 3, shooting around 39 to 40%, which is elite for any NBA player, let alone a freaking center. This ability to stretch the floor makes the Thunder's offense so dynamic, especially when you have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as your primary decision maker. You're going to get a lot of in-rhythm shots like this one.
Depth of the West is something that we'll talk plenty about, especially as we see a lot of Western Conference teams in the early going.
Yeah, that has Kevin Durant written all over it. Also, keep in mind, this was against arguably the best defensive player in Anthony Davis. Not only did he look confident and poised attacking him, he also showcased an elite bag. It doesn't stop there. Time and time again, he has shown the ability to create for himself against good defensive players. Here against Kevin Looney.
So anytime he's in a pick and roll, he's going to dive to the bucket. Al Holmgren, little turnaround shot.
And here against an even better defender, Jarrett Allen.
Holmgren sizing up a good defender in Allen.
Holmgren just looks like an entirely different player than Victor. I don't know if it's because he spent time at the Steph Curry camp or because of his time playing basketball for Team USA. One common argument I'm starting to see amongst fans is that they're saying Chet has been playing better because he's not a quote-unquote real rookie, and he gained a lot of knowledge about the game, trained with NBA trainers and players, and heavily benefited from being in an NBA organization for an entire year, even though he was sidelined. My counter-argument is this. Victor Wembanyama has literally been training with NBA-level trainers as well. It's publicly known that in the summer of 2022, he trained with Tim Martin, one of the best NBA trainers in the world, who's responsible for training guys like Trae Young, Tyrese Maxey, Donovan Mitchell, and many more top-level players. If you seriously think a generational prospect like Wembanyama, who has been in the spotlight since he was 16 years old, hasn't been in contact with several NBA trainers and players throughout the years, then I don't know what to tell you. Everyone remembers the famous clip of 16-year-old Wemby and Rudy Gobert playing a game of one-on-one versus each other. So yeah, I think I just ended that whole argument right there. Lastly, and this may be a bold take, but I seriously think Chet Holmgren is one of, if not the very best rookie I have ever seen, at least as of right now. That could change as the season progresses. Right now, I'm sticking to that statement. The versatility of this kid is phenomenal. He's the best pick and pop shooting big in the game. He's a great cutter to the basket. He's currently a top 10 roll man. Plus, he's anchoring one of the best defenses in the NBA. I could go on and on and on. So while they're both amazing players, Chet Holmgren, my friend, is a different animal.